Guys, in this video tutorial we'll look at how to go about exploring a Windows based LAN manager controlled LAN. So as we all know that in a LAN manager controlled LAN you have a domain controller and a work group, and there would be a lot of workstations belonging to that work group which will have unique names. Also those workstations would have file printing services etc. on, and this can be shared across the domain. Now let us look at how we can go about enumerating these computers on this work group, connecting to them, finding out what files they are sharing, so on and so forth. So for that, first we look at the NBT scan utility or NetBIOS name scan utility, right? We do a -h on it, and as we can see, first of all is that it can support a whole subnet. Right, so basically it's going to go ahead and scan the whole subnet and give us the details for every computer which it discovers there. But let's keep it simple, and in this example we'll just concentrate on a single computer. Of course it is trivial to extrapolate this technique over the whole subnet. So let's go ahead, make it verbose, and tell it to basically show us the full NBT resource record responses, and then after that we will just go ahead and mention the target. In this case it is the 0.112 PC, right? Now if you notice, what is important here is that 0.112 belongs to the domain Vibhu and the name of the workstation is Vivekar. So using this information, now we have idea about what the domain name is, and at the very same time what is the name of the workstation itself. Now let's look at how we can find out more things using this information. For this we are going to use the SMB client utility. Now if you notice, there are a lot of usage options. We'll try and find out which ones are relevant to us. So let's go ahead and first initialize SMB client, and the way to which you can connect to a computer is basically give the computer name. If you remember, it was Vivekar, and then quickly go ahead and give it the share. So if you do not know already, by default the $, $, etc. partitions are shared for various RPC services requirements, so on and so forth, and it's basically of this form. So your entire C drive or your first partition can be accessed using this. So one thing to remember is, in general we just use the double slashes. We are using the extra slash with every slash as basically an escape sequence. Now let's go ahead and try and connect to this share and see what happens. So I'm being asked a password. Most probably it is the username and password combination required to access this PC. So I'll just skip the password by pressing enter. So anonymous login was successful, and we have the domain as Vibhu, etc., OS, so on and so forth. But the catch here is that access was denied, which actually means we need to know the username and password for this domain Vibhu. Now the point to remember here is that in this tutorial at least, we are not going ahead to try and bake the password for the SMB share. So we'll take that up in a separate tutorial as how we can use brute force and some of the other techniques in order to get the password. Here we'll assume that we already know that password, so because it's more of a utility, using a utility tutorial. So let me just go ahead, give my username and give the workstation, the work group, right? And let's try this once again. Now if you notice, this time there was no error message and I'm actually logged on, and if you look at it, I was able to list all the files in $, right? This is interesting because now I have access to the documents and settings, everything typically which is on this shared drive, right? And the beauty is that I can go ahead and fetch these files as well. So I could maybe just go ahead and get the RTF file for Yahoo server, and the file is there, and we can actually see that using a different command window that we've actually received the file. So basically the SMB utility supports a lot of such options. You can just do a question mark and have a look. It's pretty similar to your FTP based utility. Once you connect to it, you can go ahead, do an mget, right? So you have your get here, what we just did, then you can do an mget, so on and so forth. You know, you can remove, you can go ahead, do a tar, whatnot. So play around with some of these finer options, get a hang of things. So the point really is that once you have access to a share of a particular work group and a workstation, you can pretty much go ahead, you know, download, upload files and so on and so forth. So the analogy is basically the one in which, you know, you have your Windows computer and you try to access a share, and then you click on these folders one after the other in succession and go ahead and get the data you want. So that is exactly what we are doing, but now in text mode. So now let's quickly go ahead and have a look at what more we can do.